So this says this is really the ultimate "Are you fucking kidding me?" image. Okay. First of all, what I don't understand, what you guys don't understand is I'm going off of the image. You understand what I'm saying? It's like people are like, what does slavery have to do with this? That's like saying, what does peanut butter has to do with jelly when you're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? When you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you need peanut butter and jelly. The Confederate flag and the slavery are connected. It's a symbol of slavery. Okay? It's a symbol of the Southern pride. Okay? I don't understand what you guys like are actually understand. Not only that, this isn't the actual symbol of the battle flag that they had back when they was actually the Confederacy. This is more of a symbol that was brought up in the 1960s to put the fear into the civil rights movement. So my whole thing is, yes, this is a symbol of hatred, Confederate flag and stuff. I'm not saying all Native Americans were a part of it. I understand that African Americans or whatever were also on the other side and things like that, and were also forced, and some was considered to be Uncle Tom. But let's be honest, a lot of Native Americans were giving slaves for land and things like that. There was all types of things that Native Americans participated in. No, I'm not talking about all Native Americans. I'm not trying to say that at all. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean Native Americans are horrible people. Just like I don't think all white people are horrible people. It's just don't assume like I'm just saying all Native Americans are evil. What are they trying to say? And people keep on saying, what does that have to do with the post? What do you mean? If you click on the post, that's what everybody's talking about. So why would you ask me what does it have to do with the post? Did you guys read the post? Did you guys actually go over here and look at it? What everybody's talking about in the post? It's like I don't understand how people are disconnecting it or whatever. It's a dream catcher with the Native American flag on it. You know what I'm saying? Most likely it was probably some half breed, you know. Some people might say that offensive, but I'm just talking about in general. It's probably a Native American that's half white that probably came up with this idea or whatever and things like that. Just like when you get black people that are half black and half white, some of them have this coonery side to them. So they do a lot of coonery and things like this. This would be a form of coonery and things like that. In the comments that Digi wrote or whatever, and stuff, it's like, I understand you're not from America. It doesn't mean America is special. I never said America is special. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure where Digi is even coming from with what he was pretty much saying or whatever and things like that, because he says America's unspecial. You're not the only black people. Who said any of this? Um we are because of slavery. You're also not the only country with a legacy of slavery. I never said that. You see what I'm saying? So this is why it's hard typing back and forth, because people are going to go with their own narratives and say what they want to say to make it seem like it's an argument in their winning. Not saying that's what Digi is trying to do on purpose or whatever and things like that. Like, I don't understand the whole idea that, they colonized almost everywhere except for like 20 countries or whatever and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they colonized everywhere. What I mean is that the Europeans or whatever, things like that. So you took it as in I was trying to belittle you or whatever because you're not from America. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I've had talks with you and you would tell me, well, that's not my problem. I'm from Africa. I don't know anything about that American shit. So you said that plenty of times or whatever stuff. And the only thing I said was, I can understand if Digi doesn't understand, but people in America should understand. It doesn't mean you're stupid, and it doesn't mean you don't know anything. That's why I was like, let's talk on the hangout. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't really like they take shit and they twist it. You know what I'm saying? And like I posted something about the general that's part of the Confederacy that was Native American and things like that. And you say, what does he have to do with that? Well, it's just proof that they was in the Confederate Army. So yes, it doesn't shock me seeing a dream catcher Confederate flag. It doesn't shock me. Just like it wouldn't shock me if a black person had a Confederate flag. Don't make it bigger than it actually is or whatever and things like that, you know? I mean, like, people, like, are just blowing it way out of proportion. What are you trying to say about Native Americans? That's why I kind of encourage people to talk to each other through Hangout, through telephone, because people just go with shit and they run with it. They just run with it. Like, for instance, Jay-Z just came out with the album 444, and he did a video about OJ. You know how many people didn't understand it or comprehend it? And it was a video, and he was actually rapping lyrics, and people still didn't understand it. So I can understand when people can read information if they can't even understand a video and things like that. But at the same time, I don't know Dante and I don't know Adrian or whatever and stuff. But when I made this comment on whatever, I was commenting on Digi because Digi does know me. You understand what I'm saying? And I thought, you know, that he would even understand it, but he didn't. It's just like a lot of people just assume. No, I mean, that's crazy thinking all Native Americans are this way or something like that. No, I'm not even saying that. I understand my first post said, well, they have had slaves also. I mean, there was a lot of them that did have slaves, but y'all took it, oh, he's trying to generalize everything. And people use that word so much. If I say cops are killing black people, then a lot of people wouldn't say, oh, he's generalizing because it fits their narrative or whatever. But you understand what I mean. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cops are killing black people and things like that. You know, but that's all I'm trying to say. Take it how it is or whatever and stuff. But like the whole thing of what does this have to do with the topic? I don't know why people keep on saying that. All you got to do is click on the post and read the narrative of the topic. Okay? Don't just look at the image. Read the comments.